Hi, I'm Jade.
I'm Kai.
And this is TEAquila. And today, we will be talking about a very touchy subject. One that sparks debates all over the world. Even fights, violence, all that. Which I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about all of that. But anyway, we're talking about the Malik Yoba, I guess, subject in general. I'm specifically talking about the things that he said on the Breakfast Club because that's the only time I heard him say out his mouth. And the video he posted on his Instagram. So that's him, and they were talking about trans issues and stuff like that. And basically what I wanted to talk about is how he identifies himself. And from his own words, he said he identifies as a cisgender heterosexual male who is trans attracted. And to him, that means he loves women, but he also loves people.
Nigga, you gay.
That's like what he said, and I'm not sure, you know what I mean?
But the definition of cis, first I break down, I guess, in their definition, they are just making up a dictionary, the alphabet gang. But cis, in their definition, CIS means, I guess it's not an acronym, but it just means basically what you were born as biologically. So whatever you were born as biologically, if you are attracted to that same, if you are attracted to what you are naturally attracted to, which is if you are a female attracted to a male, then you're supposed to like a cis woman or a cis man or whatever like that. Which basically saying like you're a man and you're a woman, but they want to add and juice it up and create a new word for everything. I don't know who gave them this lawmaker pencil that they can just write in all these laws and everything that they want to do. But yeah, I'm calling them the alphabet gang because I feel like they're taking over every letter that they want to. Currently, they are at LGBTQIAPK. Yeah, that's way too damn much. And they feel like it. So, of course, you know what the LGBT stands for. The Q is for queer/questioning. The I stands for intersex, which basically means that supposedly like the old term hermaphrodite, that you were born with two parts, supposedly. And A stands for asexual, meaning basically you have an attraction to another sex, but you never act on it, basically. And P is pansexual. What was pansexual? Oh, but you will talk to everybody. I guess that's not bisexual.
That was queer. I thought that's what queer was.
Supposedly, I feel like they're all the same. They're just adding what they want to add, whenever. And then the K, guys, guess what K is? The K stands for kink.
What is kink?
Like kinky.
No, we're not doing kinky. So we're now doing the type. So is there going to be an R? Is there rough?
Rough.
Is there slow? Is there F? Like, is there F for fast?
Yeah. So
is that what we're doing now?
But yeah, pansy, basically. And then they want to redefine words, redefine terms that have been since the beginning of time.
Right, to the point where on the interview, the dude asked Charlamagne what he identified as, and Charlamagne was like, I believe straight. Because at this point, we're not sure what straight means because y'all keep changing the definition. So he's
People
like,
think it is their responsibility to call me gay. Which I understand.
Which there's nothing wrong with.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
But
it isn't me.
What do you consider yourself?
What do you consider yourself?
He's a cisgender man.
No, I asked him what he considers himself. He considers himself.
I guess straight based off.
You guess? So there's a gray area there.
No.
You just said yes. You guess I'm straight.
Or tell me that something that I grew up knowing as I am and always will be is now something that you want to quit. Because you're questioning your shit. You want me to question my shit. That basically that's it.
Ups and downs. During the down times, I tried a little to see if I liked it. I did, but I came right back to her, and that was over. When I came right back to her, I'm with her. So whether I'm with a male or female, when I'm with that person, that's who I'm committed to.
I got you. You committed. I got you working hard. But the thing we got to get to if you're gay or not. Because if you're gay, this ain't gonna work.
Y'all feel like y'all are a little questionable, a little gay. So you feel like there's a lot of questionable, a little gay in everybody.
Like,
and no, I don't believe that.
To add the letter and and who decides
how many
what
people do you
letter,
have to
who
have
can-
on this movement before
Exactly.
you actually get a letter? You know what I mean?
It's like defying biology, like basic biology.
Period.
Why, if that was the case, why can you change your gender but you cannot change your ethnicity? You can't change
Or your age.
You can't change anything else. I can't change and wake up one morning and be a dog.
What did that guy say? He was like trying to say that
identify as an animal.
the doctor decides when you're born because of whatever he was going through at that time. No, the doctor decided what you were because he looked at your genitalia and you either had a vagina or you had a penis or you had both. I'm giving you the both. We giving y'all that.
Hermaphrodite.
We're giving y'all that. That's cool. We understand that, but these are things you can scientifically prove.
But
period. So these are things you can scientifically prove.
But
period.
To say that, oh, I'm identifying or I was assigned, this was the word that you guys are choosing. It's
like a teacher.
The word is naturally, what you're born naturally. You came out of your mother as either a man or a woman or hermaphrodite. And they fixed that situation. They didn't assign you that.
I even would go as far as to say A and B. If y'all don't want it to be called girl, boy, you don't want to be called male, female. Okay, you're either born with A, which looks like this, and they'll have a picture of A, or you're born with B, and they have a picture of B, and it's what B is, or you were born with C. If y'all want to take away that, then we can do that. That's fine. You either had A, B, or C. Which picture does your down there look like?
It's so crazy. But why can you tell me or tell an officer or tell anyone that, oh, I'm a woman, and you don't feel the need to like disclose I'm a trans woman or I was this before? You feel like it's okay to just go ahead and lead that person on. I can't go up to an officer and tell them, oh, I'm white.
Then what makes me black? If you want to take away what makes you male or female, then what makes me black? What you visually see.
My
yes
skin
or no?
Is darker?
No.
That's what makes you think I'm black?
No, because that's not what makes you male or female. That's not what makes you male or female, right? The fact I can visually see whether you have a penis or a vagina. That don't mean you're that. So, but the fact that you look at me and you see black skin does not mean I'm black. I am a white woman. I am a Caucasian American. Okay? And I would like to be identified as such.
Exactly.
From this point forward.
Do you understand how many times we would want to use white privilege?
Baby.
If we had that. But no, you guys have what is called gay privilege. Have you heard that a person said they would rather be gay in an instance when they're pulled over rather than black? That's why I call them a gang, because they are really like forceful, they are manipulative, and they definitely use reverse psychology. Because if you can turn around and be mad at someone for the same thing that you are doing to them, like the whole just being so sick, like you want us to conform. It's down to harassment. It's so crazy.
I feel like they thought everyone was going to be on the bandwagon, and that you're mad that some people don't want to jump on your bandwagon.
And it's like, what is even this bandwagon? Like, why does there have to be about gender identity disorder? And this was actually in the mental health, booklet, and they changed it in 2017. Basically because of everything that's going on, and they changed it to gender dysphoria, which basically means that you feel like you were assigned the wrong gender, or you feel a discomfort or a dissatisfaction. That was the word, dissatisfaction, when originally it meant that you had an identity crisis. You had something that was wrong with you. You had something that was an illness, something that needed to be treated, something that you needed to work on. But if you still take the little parts of the words, discomfort, dissatisfaction, if you're dissatisfied with the way you are, that means you're dissatisfied with yourself.
So even changing yourself is not going to do anything. You're still going to feel how you feel inside.
Or instead of trying to make everyone else conform to, that's like saying like, oh, I don't feel good today, I'm not looking my best today, I could just put on makeup, I could just jazz myself up. That's like, even if you were a guy, if you were not feeling like, good that day, it's like, let me go get a haircut, let me do this. So you guys took another step to be like, let me change my gender, let me step up a little bit more.
If changing your gender was the answer, if doing that was the answer, then why after that do you all have like a kind of high suicide rate? You're not happy. You're still not happy. Changing yourself still didn't make you happy. It still did not work. So
now
that was not the issue.
Because it's like now that you changed yourself, you're looking for that validation that changing yourself
was supposed to give you.
That it meant something, like that it wasn't in vain, that it didn't happen for no reason. Now that's why you guys are looking so badly for people to date you, or a person who's straight, not cis.
You want validation.
You want them to date you.
You want them to
like,
think that you are what you're not.
Like, why wouldn't you date me? Why do I have to? Now I feel a harassment. Why should I have to just because you want me to? Because you want that validation. Had you stuck to what you were, a male, and you're coming to a female, maybe she will prefer you that way. But she doesn't want to date. She's not bisexual or gay now that you have turned into a woman. She doesn't want to date another woman.
And that is perfectly okay.
She doesn't want to date a man that looks like a woman.
That is perfectly okay. You
That's
cannot
her
tell
choice.
someone they have
That's
to
his
date
choice.
someone that
Transsexualism was also a word that's basically like, you know.
So what does the dictionary define it as? Because on the Breakfast Club, that panel decided to say that you can be trans even without having had any sort of operation, basically. If you are something and you identify as something else, you are trans. However, I have personally heard myself from people in the trans community say that they do not think that is trans. That if you have not had an operation, you are, in their eyes, cross-dressing, homosexual, you're hiding who you truly are, but until you have that change, you're not trans. However, in this sense, Malik Yoba is saying that trans can also mean you still have your penis or you still have your vagina. It just means that your mental has transformed into something else, transitioned into something else, but you haven't also transitioned your body. What does it say in the dictionary that
basically transsexualism is the act of switching or changing your parts? I feel like it is also it's both in a sense. It is a sense of like, you know, a mind sickness or a fact that you are thinking so much that like everything around you has changed. It really makes you think that, you know, society has changed. And I feel like that's why they feel like, you know, the notion to push it on everyone else, because once they get in their mind that, you know, that they're trans, basically everyone around them has to like live this way or live a certain type of way. So that's where it becomes, you know, a mind thing, because it's kind of like, I don't want to say crazy, but you have this, you start acting and talking a certain way, like how they were talking on there, how they feel like, oh, they kept saying assigned, or they kept trying to break down these words or make up,
or make you question your sexuality.
Like, even with that guy, he wasn't a trans, but I would call him, in a sense, I would call him trans because the way he thinks is a totally, completely different way. Like, you shouldn't even, how do you even think that?
But he calls himself, I mean, I feel like a homosexual man does think that way.
Yeah.
And he called himself a homosexual man. I think he would think that way.
It's crazy. And I feel like a lot of the times it even comes down from their family, like them not getting the validation from their family, so then they push it on society more, like, oh, well, you have to love me, you have to accept this. And the thing is, we do love you and we do accept it. But if you ask me, can I go out with you? If you are obviously a male and then you tell me that you're a trans man, meaning you were a woman before, no. My answer is no. And your reaction to that should just be like, okay,
period.
That's fine.
It should not be, because
I could tell a normal man no.
You don't want me
also,
or whatever.
And he shouldn't feel any type of way.
Exactly.
You know what happens when he does? Oh, we're women. We're like, oh, how you gonna just feel some type of way because I tell you
I don't owe you nothing.
I don't owe you anything. It goes the same way. Like, hetero people don't owe anything to anyone.
I don't owe you a compliment. I don't now have to, because you were a man, you decide to be a woman. They don't have to tell you you're beautiful. They don't have to tell you your hair look nice today, you got nice shoes on, your clothes is nice, your dress is nice. Don't nobody have to do that. If they don't think it's nice, then why should they say it? You want people to lie to you? Patronize you? That's what you want people to do? Like, I don't think you're with that.
Yeah,
so,
and that's actually, like, to me, heterophobic. Like, they want to call everything else transphobic.
That is heterophobic.
It's heterophobic.
Heterophobia. Because think about it, there are no bars where gay people are. However, you have gay bars that are gay bars. So at this point, who really is segregating who? Like, who's really doing it? Is it us or is it you? If you guys want to operate in a situation where y'all only operate with each other, then that's y'all business. And if y'all don't see us trying to break down the door to get in,
or to
that's
not
something
a problem on you, that is just like the Genuine situation back in 2018. he had a situation where he was on The Big Brother, and let me just tell you guys what happened.
And then I believe it's your choice too. Like I would choose not to. Like that doesn't make me but
you
scared.
You would go out with another woman.
Would I go out with
woman? You would go out with a woman.
Yes, of course.
But you wouldn't go out with a transsexual woman.
No.
The fact Genuine here, is happy to go with women, but he's
But
not
not
happy.
every woman.
Yeah, but he's happy to go
exactly.
with women, but he's not happy to go. This isn't an attack on you. I'm just saying he wouldn't feel comfortable going with what is termed, he wouldn't feel comfortable going with me.
Nancy,
Narrow band.
You're saying you're
And
not
from
gay,
my
but you're not gay.
experience, I'm not gay. But I've tried to date, and everything that comes back, you would date me, wouldn't you?
Not if you told me you was trans.
No, I'm not telling you I'm trans. I'm a woman.
A woman,
You would date me then.
Woman, yeah.
Go on, let's have a kiss. Go on, let's have a kiss.
Mad at Genuine for rejecting the trans woman. But why though?
Trans women are not women. That's why it's called a trans woman. No one has to be attracted to you.
This is the difference. The difference between Malik Yoba and Genuine is that he's saying he's a hetero, straight, basically
all the way hetero.
But that is not a fact. That's not true, because he's basically saying he would fall under what they call pansexual. Pansexual. He would date a hetero person and a trans person. He's a pansexual.
Period.
Now, Genuine, on the other hand, who is a heterosexual, he will only date a person who was naturally born as a woman.
Cisgender heterosexual women. Only.
That's a heterosexual. That's a straight man. Period.
You don't get to call yourself heterosexual, Mr. Malik Yoba. You do not, because that is an insult to people who are actually heterosexual, because you're trying to make it seem like we identify with some shit that we don't.
Exactly. Don't try to manipulate a situation. Don't try to tell us, oh, it's cis.
Or create a new term,
right?
Trans attracted.
Don't try to. We are not asking to be a part of your community. Like, don't try to throw something cis. Next is gonna be a C under there. We didn't say we want to be in there like straight. We're straight. We're out here. We're fine. It's okay. We're good. We didn't ask to be invited in.
So stop trying to pull us in.
That word he said, invited in, that means everybody's welcome. Everybody come in. Everybody don't want to come.
And that's okay.
That's why it's called coming out of the closet, because when you're ready, you come out. No one has to force you out, pull you out, drag you out, push you in, invite you in. No, you come out when you're ready. It's all on your terms. Everything isn't about, oh, I was assigned this, so I gotta be this. No, it's what you were naturally born as.
Period.
It's not what you identify
and
as.
I don't like how when it's like, I'm just gonna say, it is forced on television. Gender fluidity is pushed on society. I feel like if you'll stop your children from watching a violent movie, but you got a problem when someone say they don't want to see gay stuff on the TV in front of their kids, there is something wrong with you. Yeah. There is something wrong with you. So why they can't see violence? That's real life. That's real life situations that real life happen. Why they can't see that?
And rules in society and just the alphabet gang and the manipulation and everything. It's like how you push it on society.
You can't have it all y'all way. You cannot.
You guys slip around and cry and play victim or
but want to tell Wendy Williams she look like a man, but let me call one of you transsexuals who used to be a man, and it's a hate crime. All of a sudden I'm doing something wrong. But you can call a woman who was actually born a woman a man, and there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all, the change that you're ready for, I'm not ready for. Everyone does not have to be ready for your change when you're ready for your change. That's
even if I'm never ready for your change, even if I never want to call you a girl.
How you expect someone to deal? She never went to no class to teach her how to deal with someone who's going through that. So how can you expect us to know what to do? None of us get no handbook on this shit.
And there shouldn't be a handbook. It's not that deep, because we don't get to. Black people don't get to
a handbook and tell y'all how to deal.
This is how you treat me.
And tiptoe around our trauma and our pains and things that hurt us. When you think that
I'm being aggressive, I'm actually just being like that. When you think that I'm looking mean or I'm actually just being this way. We don't get to pass out that handbook. So it's not about that. It's not about trying to make a person like you. You just be yourselves, and it'll be okay. Don't try to force someone to call you a girl if you have transgendered or transitioned. It's not okay to force someone into something that you want just because you decided one day. It's like, just let society, choose. It's called pro-choice.
Period. I feel like the people that fuck with you will fuck with you, and those who don't will clearly show themselves to you throughout life. It's gonna be shown.
Yeah. I heard there was a new they're gonna start a new hashtag for transgenders too. It's called Date Me or Else.
Or else what? Ain't that called rape? That's rape. I'm calling the police.
Date me or else.
Calling the police.
Date me or else. Like that's what we mean. Like
that's sexual harassment. That's what Donald Trump is saying. Let me grab your pussy or else.
Pussy.
Let me grab your pussy or else.
Or else you're
y'all
going to
saying the same thing.
And it's not an or else as in like you're going to attack me or anything. It's the humiliation. It's the things that, because that's why I call you guys a gang, because you guys have so much force behind you that once you put a stamp on it, it's done. Like people can be done by the LGBT community. Like once you say something about them, oh, you're scratched out. That's a gang. You're canceled. Why though? When y'all are saying stuff like date me or else,
people should not. That's a dictatorship. There is no place in the world where people all have to agree with everything that you're fucking saying. Except I think in fucking China or some shit.
That is a dictatorship. Like what happened to humanity?
No.
What happened to humanity?
No. What is that?
We're all being equal and having equal rights. Date me or else. If a man said date me or else,
y'all would be running through the streets, honey. Me too, bitch.
Me too.
Me too, bitch. That's what it would be.
No, come on, all this, but date me or else.
And it's cool. Yes, because trans people should be accepted no matter who they are.
We shouldn't have to disclose who we are whenever we first
bitch, you don't motherfucking tell me who the fuck is. Okay,
no.
So that's cool. Y'all don't want to tell people up front that you deal with the repercussions of afterwards. I don't have nothing to say about that. But y'all are dealing with what people are doing to y'all because of those situations.
If you think about it, even people who have AIDS and HIV, they have to disclose that because it's threatening someone's lives. That is the same thing for hetero people. You're threatening my life. You're threatening my mental state. You're threatening
it's actually called rape by deception, and you can be sued and taken to court for that. So
you cannot just decide that
a woman took a man to court because he lied about who he was as her husband. He lied about his name and he was into drugs and all type of shit.
Yeah, so you can't just.
And she sued him because he lied, rape by deception. She had been dealing with him and having sex with this man, thinking he was someone he was not. That is rape. Y'all going to jail.
Just because Malik Yoba said he likes trans and he's attracted to it doesn't mean that every straight person you can manipulate them or change them. I've heard, and this is how I know. And I know you're doing it because I've heard many gay girls, bisexual girls,
turn them out.
Say, "I'm turning them out."
I'm trying to turn you out.
I'm trying to turn you out.
I'm trying to turn you out.
That means turn you out means manipulate you. That means change you from what you're used to. That means change your mind, your outlook, your aspect, your outlook on life. That's what they really want you, and that's how y'all are doing. Y'all are trying to turn society out.
R. Kelly shit, that's some manipulation shit. That's that brainwashing shit. That's that R. Kelly shit. Alright, yeah, better listen.
He might be paying too.
Y'all can't be judging people and then want to be doing the same things as them and then trying to be like,
throw them under the
throw y'all motherfucking asses in jail too because y'all trying to motherfucking groom people kids to not have a problem.
Like they
have pictures of a pride parade, baby. We should find a picture. It's gonna be a picture of a pride parade, and at the pride parade, it's a little boy at the pride parade, and why it's a whole naked ass man standing next to somebody's little boy.
But y'all have no problem with that. But if it was somewhere else, if it wasn't at Pride, if it was just at a random place, now it's a problem. Now y'all trying to send this man to jail. But because y'all say it's okay, y'all put y'all stamp on it. Like who made y'all the lawmakers? Why? How? Why when black people made all Black Lives Matter, why didn't this movement shake like that? Why couldn't we
change the law? You know what I think it is?
Why do you got...
It's so many undercover shits going on with this whole thing, and it's so much dirt that gay, homosexual, transsexual people have on higher up officials that baby they push when they want something done.
Yeah,
they get it done because a lot of them are undercover and doing things behind closed doors. They don't want nobody to get out. So what? Of course, what else would you do when you want a movement to get pushed? What else would you do? How that don't make no sense. How you can get a movement based on a sexual preference before I can get one based on something that I could never change ever if I wanted to in my life.
I was naturally born as.
That is absurd. That's fucking absurd. So in other words, it only means one thing to me. It's some undercover shit
y'all
like that going
y'all way up to the top.
Point blank period.
Sleeping your way
and when y'all want something passed, you're threatening to put a hold on somebody. Oh, well, I'll leak these pictures. I'll do this. I'll do that. That's why Mr. Malik Yoba's coming out. Why?
Exactly.
I'm be quiet about that though, because we need more evidence on that. But Hunty, they coming out and they talking.
Yeah,
they're talking. Mr. Malik Yoba didn't just voluntarily come out and want to tell everybody about himself today. No, he didn't. I think that he was pushed. Someone threatened. Period.
And about how they talk about all of them, like being sex workers and everything.
Prostitutes in the meatpacking industry. And the girl said a very, very good point. She said, what were you doing when society made it impossible for you to find a transsexual to have sex with on the streets like you wanted to? You had to do it in secret. You had to find prostitutes.
Yeah.
And which ones are gonna be the easiest to get away with not paying and you can mess with their minds? The young ones.
Yep.
Come on now. It's some more behind that. And he had money back then. NYPD boy, if you listen, huh? I know what men will pay for. Trust me. I know what they'll pay for. I know. So I ain't no way you telling me that nah. Rich niggas gonna get whatever the fuck they want. However they have to get it. I didn't seen it done. Fuck that. The little boys and priests and all that shit. That's how y'all think this should be going down. These people got power and money.
Exactly. Yeah, but this whole LGBT movement, it's just crazy to me. The ABC gang, Alphabet gang, whatever. It's like you guys have this crazy idea or notion that all your problems are gonna be just like wiped away. Like all your depression, everything will be wiped away if we suddenly just be like, oh yeah, you are this. Or if I disagree with you, how are your problems wiped away? How is tomorrow you're still not depressed or sad? Like that. I should not determine your happiness or your life. Like you should determine that. You should define yourself. Exactly. Like define yourself. Don't look at society or everyone else to define you.
Right.
And validation, it just should come naturally. Or like you guys say, you should identify happy, basically.
Right.
And you wouldn't worry about everyone else trying to make you happy. Make yourself happy.
I feel like a lot of these things start like in the very beginning from you like changing and morphing to what people say. So okay, you're a little boy. You started to be a little boy that cries a lot growing up. So you get teased about how you act like a girl. Basically, you keep getting told you act like a girl all day long, to the point where you start to question because of what people are saying, not because how you feel, but because they're teasing you. That maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I am too emotional. Maybe I am.
That's where mental illness comes in, and that's why people get help for those things. Because as a child, you shouldn't just decide, oh well, since I'm feeling like
telling me this, and I'm crying a lot. Well, I am crying a lot. Maybe I am a girl.
No, that's
your
not
mind is too young to understand anything.
That's where your parents and the adults around should be like, okay, let me get my child help. They're getting bullied. They're being bullied. A lot of the people who grow up are products of bullies. So if you got bullied or something like that, that's where you decide to get help. You get treatment for that. You change schools. You change your environment. You change other things. You don't change your gender. The fact that people think that sex and gender are just, adaptable. Solutions. Or that you can just mold them and change them. That I can change my penis into a vagina just because I want to. You can't change your biology makeup. You can't change the inside. You can change the little outside, the little looks and everything, but that won't change who you are on the inside. The fact that you have a menstrual cycle every month. The fact that you don't have a menstrual cycle every month. And then someone also got to the point was like, well, all women don't have menstrual cycles and all women can't reproduce. So what's the difference between a trans woman and a regular woman? Because as we have said before, fuck all that. She was born with a vagina. That's all that you need to qualify as a fucking. That's all you need to get in the club. I'm tired of y'all fucking questioning shit. That's all you need to get into the club is the fucking vagina. So you a woman. So don't tell me the fact that I can't have no babies. It's some men that can't motherfucking produce kids too. So he not a man?
So he not a man? Oh, okay, I ain't think like, come on, bro.
I only got one ball, so you have.
Come on, bro. And I feel like it's only trans women that want to fucking be real women so bad to the point where we can't never bond because you always trying to compete and be more woman than me. So it's never gonna work.
You cannot. You have to be humble. That's the thing. You guys aren't being humble about it. Your guys are coming in just trying to stump on everything, march around. Like I said, like we're all the Indians and y'all the chiefs, and y'all walking in like, get to work, do what I say because I am the ruler and I make all the no, that's not what it is. And you just can't come. It's not fair to just disrupt society based on your opinion and make up this whole like idea that this is the new genetic makeup, that this is what it is, that this is now facts. No, it's not.
Because it's your opinion. If that's the case, I like purple flowers, and I think all flowers should be purple. So now all flowers gonna be purple because I personally think all flowers should be purple. That does not make any fucking sense. I don't get it.
Or that's like saying like, really, guys, we're all blind. The sky really was never blue. Y'all can say it's blue, but really, it's what was a sign. It was a sign to be blue. In actuality, I feel like, or the sky feels like it's red. Actually, it's not really blue. It feels like it's red, but because it was a sign to be blue, that's what it appears to be. That's what it looks like. No, that's not true.
This is actually not a tree. This is a frog. I know it looks like a tree, but this is what it was assigned to be. It is actually, in fact, a frog.
So even though it won't hop or anything, it's still a frog.
It's still a frog.
Come on, guys. Let's be real.
This is what we're dealing with now. And it kind of makes me scared to have kids. I'm not at the point where I want to have kids. I don't want to have to deal with having to
that they were trying
compete
to
with society and what I want for my kids to grow up. I'm not trying to have that competition in my household of what I think is right and what the society thinks my kids should know at what time they think they should know it.
It's like, these kids these days, yeah, they are more susceptible to it, but that's not a good thing. That does not mean it's a good thing. That's still not giving them pro-choice. That's making them feel like, oh, this was normalized. This is normal.
I don't want to be made to feel
bad.
bad.
They should know.
I don't want to be shamed because I'm heterosexual. And I feel like heterosexual people are shamed. I feel like I get shamed because I don't like women. I get shamed because I'm not attracted to women. I'm not bisexual. I don't play around with girls. I believe I get shamed for that.
Genuine was shamed for not letting that trans woman kiss him on the cheek, and for saying that he basically would not date a trans woman.
They shamed him for his dating preferences. The same way you don't want to be shamed for your dating preferences, y'all on television shame this man for his dating preferences.
Period. It's like,
what are we arguing about? What are we talking about? Y'all lose. It's closed. Case closed. What we arguing about? Bye, guys.
See you later.